Hello, welcome back. Last time I completed the Trial of Earth, and then was at an impasse because there was not a whiff of a clue for how to get to the Trial of Water. I'm gonna go back there where I was. Yeah, like, I'm trying to, but there are only 3 trials when I have to complete 4. Yeah, so... Trial of Earth was here. Trial of Air was here. Trial of Fire was here. There are wind gates in this area. They could just be through there. Like, there are 2 ways I have not... Well, yeah, 2 ways I haven't not gone. Here and here. So, what I said I would do was that I would look back at the clue that I got when I first stepped on this one-use pressure plate over here next to the chest, and also what I got in the chest. So the exact text of this was... Your party notices a very small hole in the sarcophagus. That is all that it said. In this chest was... Greater Healing Potion, Green Gem, Mirror Gauntlets, Bone Blade Recipe. Bone Blade Recipe is interesting. That's not it. Mirror Gauntlets I'm wearing. That's not it. Greater Healing Potion. Nope. Green Gem. I sincerely doubt it. Red gem? No, that's my only one. I don't have the Bone Blade Recipe on me. A very small hole. Very small. Like for a key or something? What? Really? Lockpick? Lockpick. Fine. Alright. And that is indeed where the Trial of Water is. Why lockpick? Okay, I mean, to be fair, the process worked. Very small hole did make me think about what could be described as very small. And the only very small thing I had on me was, like, key-related. Good thing I had a lockpick on me. I would have gone and gotten one. So I'm out of lockpicks now. I need those. Weird place for this to be. Like, this whole experience, and, like, the fact that this is one time... I don't know, didn't feel right to me, but it's fine. I'm here. I got it. What'd that note say? Heed my words or die. Follow death until you are trapped inside. Let the bite take you to where the masked one sleeps. With no way back, let the fire consume you. Only then will you survive the nightmare. Okay, so that's not going to make any sense until I've experienced it, and maybe not even then. Take a guess what follow death means. Take a guess what trapped inside means. Take a guess what the bite is. Take a guess what the masked one is. There's fire. I know what fire looks like. There's a nightmare. Take a guess what that is. Yeah, like this is gonna be... I mean, I'm saying it now. This might not be true, but my reading of this is absolutely impossible to understand without having seen what it talks about. Like, this is only retroactively a clue. Okay, so I'm here. I was doing something else. I had another task before I stepped in here. What was it? I had another task before I stepped in here. Right, that task was... that. Okay. So we got barrel, table, I guess, looked at from the bottom, so it's hard to tell what it is. Rock, and tree. Death, bite, masked one, fire, nightmare. I mean, this is a stump, that's dead. This is rock, it was never alive. This is table, it was never alive. This is barrel, technically dead wood. And metal. Is a little more literal. Okay, so I guess that's death. Alright. Okay, I may have read wrong. No, I buy this. Those are clearly alive. That is made of some stuff that was alive once, but again, there's a more literal one. That was never alive, although that would give me death. Or do I want the bite? Let's say this is step 2 now. It says follow death until you are trapped inside. I'm trapped inside now, but I also was then. Let's try the bite. Like, this is the clearest bite of these. Well, that wasn't it. Okay. I heeded your words, it's just that you're not writing very clearly. Alright, so that was stump. I mean, I can try a linear this, that's fine. Let's try dead bushes. Those are dead. Well, I guess that's not it. Why not? So let's take a guess that the first line actually, or second line actually contains 2 clues. So number 1, death, the dead stump. Number 2, until I am trapped inside the cage. Okay. Let the bite take you to where the masked one sleeps. So maybe it's 2 per line, so bite. Bite? Why are these way up here? Well, so that I can walk under them. Mask. Okay, mask. I'm gonna say, since you mentioned the masked one, that's where I want to step. Okay. With no way back... What does that mean? None of these are fiery. Okay, we got rocks, mushrooms, other rocks, table. Like different kind of table. This one I'm just gonna have to guess. It wasn't that. Alright, so what I know is... So I guess back, left, right, forward. I know it's not back here. Okay, so... Is sleeps what I'm looking for? So it's either sleeps, no way back, or fire. None of these are fiery, none of them are sleepy, none of them imply no way back as far as I can tell. The rocks are indistinguishable. Let's try the mushrooms. Okay, it's one of the 2 indistinguishable rocks. I mean, I can tell the difference, but like, what property is meaningfully different? Alright, so that was back, left, right, forward. Not mushroom, not table. Let's try the shiny rocks. It was the shiny rocks for some reason. Was that the no way back? Okay, I think I can, now that that is identified as the answer, I can make up a backward justification that that's a rock slide, like a collapse of a passage, so that's the no way back. Okay, yep, once again, gotta see the failure, witness the success in order to know which one is what. Fire. I mean, there's some fire up there. Candles in the thing. Okay. Clear enough, right? Yep. Only then will you survive the nightmare. Okay, I've survived the nightmare. Alright, time for Nightmare Part 2. Okay, sure, I'll commit to this. Alright, we got a lot of little chipmunks on the ground. I can open this up. I can close it back down, but that won't do me any good. Situation there looks like... Okay, I have an idea of what I actually want to do here. I'm gonna break this down, and ensure I don't get arched. Yeah, that was the way. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of you left, but those are friendly. Nice rats. Okay. Cool, no arching happened to me. We got an ice elemental on the way, so I'll take care of that first. That should be possible without getting completely cornered. The thing is, that's at... oh boy. The elemental gets some of the control over whether that happens or not. Yeah, and at this point I'm also getting arched on. Okay, yep. Yep. Well, I guess I'm just gonna deal with that. I can dodge. Maybe. Oh boy. A lot more dudes are getting involved here. Alright, you be gone, you be gone, you be gone. Come on now. I'm gonna hide. That's not the way to go. I'm just gonna get chumped forever here. Dang it! Open the thing! Oh, yeah, you go away. Actually, this is better than the alternative. Because then I can actually move. Okay. Well, I'm in the water. That's not the worst thing. Air mops die. Our only fear. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's try again. Alright, this is a pretty cool encounter. I like what's going on here. I have an idea for what to change to improve. What? That wasn't a force field. I guess not. Oh boy. Getting nibbled on all over the place. Okay, so summon just one. You've been summoned. Don't break those barrels, for one thing. If I get trapped with you, I'd rather not, but if I do, it's not, like, an absolute guaranteed disaster. Just don't step that way. Okay, yeah, so you... right, so, one thing, I need to... would you like to move? Apparently not. Then I will. Okay, I can dance in the water, that's an option. Your archers be, well, that's not quite where I wanted that, actually. Oh, great. Okay, so here's what I should have done last time. That's... there's a second thing I should have done. Okay. Open. Prepare force field. Prepare actually force field. Chop down the rats. Get bitten a whole lot, because that's just what happens. So here's the other thing I should have done. That. Ah! Okay, you're hurting a lot. You need that. Alright, well. You're right in front of me, and you're not gonna move. It's a fight to the death. But it will be yours. Okay. So. Forceful here. Get your attention. Let's use some of these free fireballs. You know, I could use those on archers too. That's an option. Yeah, I'd like to have a ranged fight with you. That would be more ideal for me. This isn't the worst, though. Okay. Well, you don't want to be that close to me, huh? Fair. It is kind of bad for your health when you do. There you are. Okay, looking good. Let's work on the Archer project. Yeah, I like that. How sure... there's a lever there. I can be pretty sure I'll be going over there eventually. Hey, where'd you come from? Did archers break a barrel? Something broke that barrel. It wasn't me, was it? How would I have done it? Why'd the barrel break? Oh, probably an ice bolt got through. That's pretty funny. Oops. Ranged combat. Oops. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Okay, I don't know that I want to do things this way. This is probably senseless. Well, how else am I going to do it, though, realistically? I mean, it's... somebody died. Somebody else died. Okay, cool. No, this is cool and fun. How often do I get a chance to do something like this? Not as much as I'd like. Because yeah, ranged combat, a lot of fun. Just totally different from how this game normally feels. Like, similar set of concerns, but quite distinct. Yeah. Alright, one more set, I think. Way over there. One more set plus one stray. Oops. Alright, stray dead. Come here. I see your shadows. Hey. Oh wait, I hit the rats somehow. Where are you planning to head? You don't seem to know. Okay. They're just never going to feel motivated to step forward, but they're dead now. Alright, great. That's all my throwing weapons. It's not. I still have a few. But it's a lot of them. Alright. Let's take a nap. That'll help things a bit. Who's hungriest? My wizard. Picture a pyramid. Letters inside the pyramid are scratched out. What? Okay. I'll figure out what that means after my enemies are dead. Gotta kill first. A little bit of fire appears at my location when those approach me. They go like slightly beyond their bounds or something. Yeah, I missed. Okay. Windgate, presumably to go back. I do want all my stuff. I did not see a ladder to the center. I hope I didn't lose all those things. Presumably not. Maybe the Windgate will take me in there. I guess I'll save. What's a pressure plate for? Did that do anything? No, but now it did. Pair of water things in every direction. Oops, should have been egg. Whatever, that's fine. Was there not another note? Oh, you're a rat. Can't pick you up. Okay, so Windgate is the next thing to interact with, unless I'm going to do this, which I do. First of all, ranged weapons. Oh, look at that pile. Right, because I switched slots with those, it wouldn't auto-pick up. Okay, great. This will probably activate that. For reasons unknown, other than... pyramid... letters inside the pyramid... No, there was another... something, sly something? You. Airmop Sty, our only fear. Picture of a pyramid. Letters inside the pyramid are scratched out. Air MP. Draw a triangle starting at the bottom, crosses out S, T, Y, and O. AIR MP. MERP. EMP. Our only fear. Is it higher? Is it MOP and I? Arsti. Artsy? Let's find out where this goes. All the way back, not what I want. So presumably I gotta do something with these in order to open the way to the chest that's over here, and somehow those letters and the pyramid are supposed to be a clue for that, but I'm probably just gonna have to trial and error it. Well, there's a second... that's a boulder. Boulder, huh. Pyramid. Differently oriented pyramid. I'm just making triangles here. I thought I heard something move, but I think it was just the windgate making noise. Oops. I mean, I don't know how I would, like, interpret some set of those letters as a position of rocks here. However, no, hold on. This is 3x3, that's 3x3. So that means something. Our only fear... if this is the trial of water, then air is sort of the opposite. Okay, so maybe it just wants me to write air. Is water afraid of air? No, it doesn't seem to be. AMS, IoT, RPY doesn't mean anything. Make an anagram with the letters that remain that's not in the pyramid? Like, is the pyramid at the bottom? I'm not spotting anything that makes sense from that. Alright, let's brute force it. Because, like, otherwise I'm just taking random guesses, and that's also a form of brute force. So, this is northmost 3. Okay. This is 512... no, not 512 possibilities. Only 3 at a time. How many is this? I suppose it's 9 times 8 times 7? Which would be... still a bunch. That's... oh yeah, that's a lot. It's not that, though, because the 3 are identical. And that would have some overlap. How do you mathematically determine how many possibilities this is? Let me think about it for a moment. So 3 non-unique positions. Exactly 3, non-overlapping, non-unique, in a 3x3. For any given position, if it's filled... yeah, that is 9 times 8 times 7, isn't it? So pick the first filled one. Well, no, that involves overlap, because, like, if this is the first filled one and that's the second, then that method considers this being the first one and that being the second as separate. Okay, so this is like factorial sort of, but not quite. Whatever, I can do it manually. So, without moving this, and without moving this, let's try every position of you. It'd be more efficient to go this way around. So the puzzle now is just determining how to effectively iterate through all of these. And that's fine. Okay, it's none of those, therefore one of these two must move. So the next iteration I want is those two filled, oop, this one floating. Can I not push from here? Because the lever's here? No, I just gotta find the exact zone. Okay, that's a little inconvenient. Oops, dang it. And then there's that hazard. The hazard of wasting time and or losing my place. But yeah, my iteration method is basically to deal with the smallest number at a time. So, lock 2 into place, move just 1 to all the remaining positions. These 2 are locked in place. Then when I unlock one, always choose the same one to unlock until I have to unlock that. And you know, once I've checked every position that involves this being filled, I then check... Right, okay, so you... Let's just go in reading order to have some sense of coherency. So this is my 1 position, this is my 2 position. And I've tried... Okay, I'm still doing the redundancy here, but that's fine. Just as long as I'm sure I get every one. Just keeping track of all this in my head. Which way is north? If this is north... Yeah, so I've checked all of those now, right? Yes, I've checked all of those, therefore this advances. I don't need to push anything all the way here because I've already checked that one. Temporarily move you, so this can move. Okay, this is a check. It's not that. I'm assuming I'll hear doors opening when I have the right answer. So it's none of those. Yeah, alright, this won't take too long. That's it. Okay. So whatever position that is the one. Okay, I got lucky in this first position, never had to move. But I was fully prepared to go through the entire board. So that... what did I spell? Atp. Or apt? Pat. Oh, I spelled Pat. There we go. Okay. No, I follow you. I suppose that makes sense. Alright. Pat is the answer. I got a boulder. And I guess for the chest there's a separate input maybe? So perhaps I need to keep iterating. Okay, but... let's think about just 3-letter words that can be spelled with this. I spelled air already, so there's Pat in there. Our only fear is Pat. That makes sense based on the world lore. Yeah, playing boggle with it's not even boggle. Playing just take any 3 letters to form a word isn't likely to go much of anywhere. I could make Tom. I could make Art. I could make Soy. I could make lots of words out of these letters. Okay. I could make Yam. I could make Sam. Alright, well, let me continue with my iteration process. This one was locked. This one was here. This is an untried combination. The boulder thing didn't... So I think I've completed the trial now, but there's a bonus to get. Okay, so if this is all of those positions tried, next iteration would look like... this, and yeah, so every position with like any permutation of these two tried is already... so right, so I only need to do the third one in the positions that have not been occupied by the second one. So just here and here for this iteration. And since that wasn't it, then I only have one thing to try before moving the first one. Okay, yeah. I would explain this in better words, but words are hard. So in terms of like the two downstream of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces are open. In terms of the one downstream from this, like this is first digit, this is second digit, this is third digit. So I'm iterating through the third digit now. In terms of, yeah, so this is position 1 out of 6 remaining. 2, 3. I won't always go in this order because, like, I have to go back through the others in order to get pushing angles and stuff. This is 4, 5, 6. So if it wasn't that... Alright, yeah, so to keep things in reading order, this would be the next position. And now the 5 downstream of here are open for this digit. And to iterate through them, most convenient way to go would be this way. And this is all assuming you can keep in your head, like, which direction is north. Alright, so I'm going to switch which of these represents which digit, and do the 4 downstream of those two. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it again, which involves moving the locked first digit for a moment. Alright, digit 3, position 2, position 3, position 1. Okay, so switching digits once again. 2 possibilities here. Okay, that was it then. So I found it. What did I spell? S-I-Y? I-Y-S, I-S-Y, Y-S-I... I don't see a word that involves those 3 letters. Okay, well, that's the pattern, whatever that means. Maybe it's not a word. Maybe I'm just not thinking of the permutation of that forms a coherent word. Anyway. Okay, mirror. Greaves. Yeah, ring is no good, mirror is much better. Great. Have a snack, you've been thinking really hard. No one has. I used my muscles instead of my mind, because my mind wasn't going to get me there. But I had an alternative. Silver Scepter of Isochronos. Oh hey, check it out, that's a tome of health, okay. Well, that looks like it's for Para. Silver Scepter of Isochronos. How good are you? A lot of resistance, which is pretty neat actually. I always choose what gives me the most energy here, but I will totally use this when I'm going to Magma Volcano, which might be soon, given that, Really, you're that heavily loaded. Is this really heavy? Only moderately. Are these really heavy? Not really. The small potions are the same weight as the large potions. That's funny. How are you so heavily loaded? Well, you're not really. Your capacity is just extremely low. Do you have stuff in your offhand? Yeah. Okay, so therefore I should replace the Jeweled Scepter of Ruling. with this. Yeah, okay. So that thing will be stored at home. This is done, that's all done. Great, okay. So, no business left behind. I can leave with everything nice and clean. Open up the final thingy. Which is down here. And there we go. So, way forward is open. So next time I'm going to step through here, see what's there, and I'll see you then to find out.